Irish man wants to die. The life of a good forth is in disguise. Irish warfare is nothing to be played with. I need it to more anxiety.
So watch this video and subscribe and put a thumbs up.
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, welcome to another episode of House of the Dragon Review, brought to you by the dynamic duo that is back in the building. And Lord have mercy, have we got a barn burner of a review for you.
Absolutely.
Oh my. Well, we are coming to the end. So I guess it is what it is. When shit hits the fan, this show was basically say, "Oh, you want shit hit the fan? Well, all right, well here it comes." And man, oh man, there's so much to process. There's so much to even contemplate behind this. And you know, me and Lorena, we saw it twice. You know, Dark Shadow 308 in the house. What's going on, brother? All right. Norbert France in the house. Yep. Hopefully some more people will pop up as well. So thank you guys for coming in here, knocking on the door and kicking it in. But yeah, I Norbert France, and I hope there'll be more fun. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. You know, but if anything, we love the fact that people can actually, you know, catch the replay. You know. I mean, it's good going live, you know, just with the audience. We all chilling in the huddle, and we're talking about the best show on earth. No, we're not talking about Rings of Power. We're definitely not going to be talking about that. Blasphemies. So basically, the Dark Lord Sauron is trying to smash them Galadriel cheeks.
The person I said elf pudding, I lost it. Oh my god.
Who's your Dark Lord? Who's your Dark Lord?
I legit laughed for 5 minutes. I said, "You gotta be kidding me!" I know.
You probably say you're not gonna be talking about no Celeborn, right? No, that's right. Poor Celeborn. Poor Celeborn. He all the way in the Lothlorien, chilling like Gandalf. Tell me, where is Gandalf? So much desire to know where my wife is at.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I'm telling you, this is great shit. But outside of the comedy that is Rings of Power, you're going to get the good shit with the only show that actually matters on Sunday night and pretty much throughout the whole month. And all right, let's get this party started. I'm of the mindset now where I'm like, okay, please, Game of Thrones, just keep wowing me with tales of betrayal and all of this other good stuff. And Lord, my prayers have been answered. So how are you doing there, Lorena? Outside of everything, before we get started.
Well, I am doing good. Glad to be here to talk about yet another amazing episode of this show. It just has me coming back every week.
Every week. Yeah, the how should we say, the veil has been lifted. You know, people are actually, you know, the normies, especially the normies. Normies is coming in here and they like, oh my God, what is this? Yeah, what it is indeed. Come on in and join the fun. And boy, oh boy, they found them, and now they making it was almost like when people watch Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon or both, the best thing is to go on Twitter and social media just to see the memes. The memes is everywhere. The memes is everything. Oh my goodness. My brother over here, Big Raj. Look at he popping up in here on the sneak tip with the 199 super sticker. My brother, thank you. So good for you coming by, man. Maybe you might have to, you know, kick your feet up and see what's going on. James Collins Jones. Salute, brother. I have only one question. Why didn't she say flame on? Yeah. She should have just said Dracarys, but then again, if she would have did that, James, It'd have been over. It would have been over. Everybody was on the stage. She was right. We're going to get to that, though. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. We're going to break it down. Oh, man. Revenge of the Nether Realm. What's going on? And Bigger Ford Entertainment. Enzo in the building. $2.79. What's up? Abu and Lorena. What is up, brother? Man, you see what we doing, man.
Hey.
We getting ready to lock this shit down. So without further ado, let me get this thing up and running. Share the super screen of the superheroes. 1, 2, 3, let's do it. Now, since I'm the host, I'm thinking this is supposed to be some magical shit that I'm supposed to be. Yeah, okay. So now, let's get this party on the road. You see, homegirl?
All right.
Look at her. She just got the news that Viserys has departed the land of the living. And of course, we see the queen getting the news firsthand. She crying, she bawling, and then she told the servant, who else knows this?
It's the screen black. I don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, Abu Nasser is getting old, but he can't be doing crazy shit like this. So let me remove this. And
can you see something? Because
I
just saw a
thought
black
I
box.
could, but maybe I did something wrong. Something wrong that I did not realize. Now, I did this twice, and everything was working fine. So I don't know what the heck is going on my end. No? Huh. Dip. Sorry.
Did you boomer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought it was just me.
Okay. Yeah. I did the boomer moment. That was me.
That's all right.
Ah, Lord have mercy. What is going on? All right. Yeah. All right. So Allison sitting up here boo-hooing, and then she said, who else knows about this? Who else? The servant said, nobody's, just me and you. She got up out that bed. She got out that bed. All right. I'm warning my husband. Bitch, I'm out. I wonder where she's going. And look at where she's at. She's with Daddy Dearest. Daddy Dearest. Now, Daddy Dearest, he's sitting up here like, all right, well, what's the deal? What's going on? What? My man Viserys bit the dust? And then he said, anyone else knows? And she's just like, well, I just, we need to get certain things going. That's for damn sure. The hour is late. Yeah, the hour is late. Well, just make sure your handmaiden and their kids know what the deal is. And yeah, let's head over to the spot. Meanwhile, at the spot, here come the council. Now the council getting ready to convene to see what has to happen. And of course, Tyler Lannister, he's just like, well, look, man, it's cold out here. It's late. Why are we here? Well, Sarah's bit the dust, and yeah, we about to make some change. Changes. Changes? What type of changes? Now, everybody is on cool mode, just listening to Otto Hightower run down his master plan. He said, yeah, we're going to have to, go over to Dragonstone. We're going to put Rhaenyra to the torch, and destroy the dragons out there. Allison's sitting up there like, what? What do we? No, we're not doing that. Yeah, we got to do that.
Master plan is this? You mean? Yeah, the master plan. But you don't have to worry about that. You
don't have to worry.
Grown people are talking. Sit down.
Exactly. Don't worry about it, man. It's okay. We're gonna take care of it. You want egg on the throne? You want him on the throne? All right. Let us do what we do. You the queen, but I'm the hand of the king. We got the best squad in the council. We got old Beesbury, we got the Black Maesters, we got this one, we got that one, we got the Lord Commander. We good. We good. All we got to do is just follow the plan. The plan is solid. Otto Hightower was just going through the motions. And I said to myself, oh my God, so they are literally going to commit murder in the first. And they just sitting there. They still sitting there. It's just belief. Like, I can't believe we're actually doing this shit. So now Allison is still nervous. And here goes the man of the hour. He said, "What? Oh yeah, and then my other dude right here, Mr. Lord Commander, he's sitting up here like, are y'all guys for real?" Poor Viserys. He's spinning in his grave already behind that madness. Now I don't know who this guy is. The guy with the big, the metal chain on his chest. At the right next to Allison. Do we know who he is? Is he supposed to be the new master of laws, or?
I guess so. I know he's definitely in league with Hightower.
Oh, okay.
He just seems to be like the lieutenant, just pretty much parroting what he says. And we have to do
X, because he was definitely yesing Hightower.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we got to do this. He even looked at Allison. Yeah, I'm sorry, Queen, but we got to do it. This is what it is. Beesbury, though. Beesbury is the hero that we needed, but we didn't deserve. My man was like, fuck all of y'all. He said, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Wait, I was on my man is just still like, Beesbury, will you please sit down? No, I will not sit down, you cocksuckers. Now look, I was with Viserys long before you bastards was born. Yeah. This is goddamn treason. And the crowd was hushed. Hushed. It was like,
yeah, he right. Yeah.
Are we committing treason? Nah, we're not committing treason. Well, Beesbury is sitting up here like, all of y'all are a bunch of traitors. Fucking traitors. I can't believe, he said, I can't even believe I'm even hearing this shit. And everybody is just, look at this.
Tells me that he wasn't in on the master plan. Just like, what?
Yeah.
Are you really going against what the king has said? What are y'all smoking?
Yeah.
Literally, what are y'all smoking?
And then he just and then the Beesbury, my man B-Dub. My man B-Dub said, and listen to this. He said, not only are you bastards are trying to commiserate, he said, but you mean to tell me that Viserys was alive last night?
Yeah.
He was alive last night. All right. He sat on the throne. He told you bastards that, listen, Rhaenyra is my sworn heir. That's it. He ain't changed. He ain't do nothing. Now all of a fucking sudden out of the fucking blue, he gonna go to his bed and whisper sweet nothings in Allison's ear talking about, oh yeah, put Aegon on the throne. Y'all gotta be smoking that heavy white. And I'll fuck all of y'all. I'm done. Poor Allison. She's sitting up there like, oh yeah, that is kind of far-fetched. He said, you got that right. Not da. Kristen Cole.
Simp powers activated.
He was right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna let him mouth off at the mouth just a little while longer because he's getting a little reckless with his mouth. He's like, you calling us treasonous. And I saw Kristen Cole. I was like, oh shit.
This mofo. You could see it coming.
Yeah.
You could just see it coming.
This looks like a scene out of The Godfather. Like right out of The Godfather. Luca Brasi, remember Luca Brasi walked into the thing and said, well, what are you doing with the Corleones? we didn't work out so well. You know, maybe I could come for you. And the guy just happened to just be in the back just looking at him. I said, God damn, this ain't gonna end up well. And sure enough, ladies and gentlemen, sure enough, Beesbury was like, I'm Team Rhaenyra all day, every day. Fuck all of y'all. Y'all bunch of treasonous bastards. My man was like, well, okay. If it's going to have to be, if it's going to have to be. And furthermore, y'all can all kiss my boom.
Listen, said, whoops, I did that a little too hard. Oh, well.
Beesbury, you all right? He said, bruh, you all right? Everything good? Oh, shit. Beesbury ain't moving, man. We got to send the paramedics.
Get your ass back. He ain't leaving until our business is done.
Look at Allison's face. Face is like, Jesus Christ. All I wanted to do was just try to set shit up. Oh, please take me. God, take me. Here comes the Lord Commander like, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Really? You look at Tyler. Hey. I'm stepping back. I'm stepping back. But then here comes Cole. Cole wanna flex now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He ain't say, boy, I will whip your ass. Look at Hightower. Hightower like, yeah, I like how this is shaping up. People are choosing sides. Look at Cole. Simp master.
Simp powers activated.
That man is a born again simp.
You just see like the power gauge going up.
My man took out the sword. Yeah, and what? I said, God damn, Cole. Rhaenyra Coochie got you all tore up, man. 20 years, man. That Rhaenyra Coochie still haunting his ass. He's doing that, all types of crazy shit. But that's it. He's the sworn's shield of the queen. And poor Allison, she's trying to make some sense out of this whole mess, but it's pretty much done. It's pretty much done. Now they're still putting the master plan together. Rest in peace, Beesbury. Rest in peace, brother. you will not be forgotten. Meanwhile, they putting the final plans in order. And Lorena, walk me through Hightower Otto's thinking on why they need to put Rhaenyra to the torch. I already got the theory. I just want to hear because he's really basically pushing for taking them out.
But here's the thing, because since he wants Aegon to be on the throne, number one, and all those people who swore an oath to back Rhaenyra as the heir, he's got to kill her, Daemon, and all the kids, especially Daemon, and all of them darn kids, because there cannot be any question as to who is going to sit on the Iron Throne. Except for just Aegon, and if something happened to him, then his brother, if his brother doesn't take him out first. But that's the reason why.
Right.
Because they know there can be no question. With Rhaenyra alive, that's civil war.
Yeah. Right off the bat. James Collin, Beesbury, Beesbury put a Daemon Valerian move. That's right. But he was on the side of good, Marco. He was on the side of good. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, Aegon is a bastard. He didn't say anything like that. He said, y'all are a bunch of traitors, sneaky ass motherfuckers.
Treasonous.
I have no part in this. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm so glad. Dark Shadow 3D is super thug attack. Yeah. The battery in Cole's backpack was activated. That's right. Simp powers
Yup.
activated. Yup.
Like I said, you saw that bar start to go up across
He,
the
yep, he
head.
said he insulted the queen. No, he
Yes.
didn't. He insulted all of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all committing treason.
Well, I have a theory of why he only said the queen, but
Yeah, you heard the queen name.
Mm.
Shoot, James Collins. Now these motherfuckers killed everyone that wasn't down. Team Black. Shit,
Yup.
it has to be like that sometimes. But of course, our
Hey, girl.
Cole's such a badass. You know what? He may look like a badass to y'all fine ass ladies, but for us dudes, it's like, you have never gotten over Rhaenyra, man. Never got
He a
over.
badass simp. You got to give
He's
it
a
to him.
badass
There's the simps that'll stay in the corner, but this one will just come after you. So he get points for that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Damajanai, the real
Hey,
Lord
Damajanai.
Commander. Damajanai in the
Hey.
house, $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. You ain't had to do all that. Real talk. I'm not a foot guy, but that Allison scene was kind of hot. Hell, Presidente and the super producer. Yeah, that kind of some slick shit too. But we gonna get to that. We gonna get to the good shit. I said, man, this show gives you a little bit of everything.
I'm like, okay. I was like, where's this going? Then I'm like, oh.
You know, the first thing that I thought about when that thing came in, it was like, I guess Allison Hightower isn't all that pure and angelic. Yeah, you get some freaky deaky shit up in the Queen's chamber. But we're going to get to all of that. Meanwhile, still at the meeting. All right, listen, we got to kill every one of these motherfuckers. And Westerling is like, I can't believe I'm hearing this bullshit right here. Yeah, hear it, brother. Hear it. He's hearing it more. Tylen is like, all right, well, Your Grace, it's all on you. You're the queen. I'm just following orders.
Yes.
It's whatever in over here. And yeah, Hightower's still talking, still walking. And then my man said, you know what? I resign. Y'all guys are going too fucking far. I roll with Viserys, and I roll with who he chose as his heir. I can't do it no more, man. Y'all guys have jumped off the cliff. Fuck all of y'all. I'm out. My man said, don't call me, lose my number, delete my email address, all of that. Look at Cole. Yeah.
You see me in the street, don't even look in my direction.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Cole. Cole is like, yeah, it's all good over here. Poor Allison. She's like, I don't know what to do. Okay, but now she's up here trying to tell Helena, what's going on with Viserys. And of course, these are her two children, which I kind of figured that they was going to have babies. So I guess at this point, it's that they're at the age appropriate for when the drama really starts. Now she comes in there, she tries to sit down with her and asks her where's Aegon, and Aegon is like, I don't know where he's at, probably banging some whores or something. I don't know. So she goes in there and tries to comfort her, tell her about her father, and she was like, she flipped on her. I couldn't understand what she was saying at first. And I said, is she mad at her mom, or maybe because Helena seems to have some abilities in terms of, foreseeing things, like she probably like, yeah, I kind of figured this was going to happen. And yeah, I'm not happy with what's, transpiring, or at least that's from what I got from her, just like pulling away from her, and she just like, I don't want to hear it. What? See, she said, I don't want to hear it.
Because she knows. I mean, I'm still kind of learning about this whole dragon dreamer thing, but it seems like I'll say that she's empathic. Yes. So she seems to be very in tune with people's feelings. And just from Allison's demeanor, she already knows. So she's just like, I need space to deal with this. So don't
Exactly.
don't
Exactly.
touch me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got a
Meanwhile,
super chat.
oh, another. I was
You
getting ready to
do.
go. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get back to Otto. You know,
You
Otto,
do.
boy. He's like, oh, look at this guy. He
This
popped he
dude. Hey, Jay.
$10 super chat from the one and only drunk 3PO. Love you too, brother. So glad that you helped me with the thumbnail. That beautiful thumbnail that you see, that is from that man right there, Mr. How should we say, Mr. Park Hopping. I was about to say a park hopping god, but that would be sacrilegious.
Yeah, I would say park hopping, dude. Let's
Yeah,
say that.
the park
Yeah.
hopping dude.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Revenge of the Netherrim. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
y'all, all of y'all fucked up.
Woo.
Oh, yes, and the lovely and amazing OG Star
Hey,
Wars in the
OG.
building. Hit that like button and share on social media. Please do.
Yes.
Please do. We want to get all eyes on here, you know.
Mm.
And Dark Shadows is like, oh, wait a minute. Abu Nas, the showrunners confirmed there. Yes, yes. We're gonna get to that in a second because I mentioned that. What was it last week on your channel? Yeah, last week I had mentioned that
Mm-hmm.
Allison didn't have 3 children; she had 4. And my thing was that we went through almost the whole season without seeing him. And then my theory was, and I said this last week, I said, well, at least because he plays a big part in the Dance of the Dragons. He plays a big part, especially with the battles. So
Right.
their youngest child or their youngest son is Daron. And Daron is called Daron the Daring, meaning that he is very, very, very intelligent. He's like a younger version of the Viserys. He's very empathetic. He was pretty much the only one that really liked the strong boys. You know, he didn't care about their dark hair, or whatever. He generally liked them. You know, he was studious. You know, just like Amon, but Amon was, you know, a little bit more. You know, he got his own reasons for doing what he's doing. Daron, he was a prince that was by the book. You know, he was brave, he was honest, he was chivalrous, so he was one of the good guys. And then Otto Hightower said, "Here, let Daron go to Old Town to be my brother's cupbearer, and let him know the ways of the world as that goes along." And Viserys said, "Yeah, not a problem." And he's been in Old Town ever since. So now, you know, as our brother Dark Shadows 308 says, you know, the showrunners confirmed Daron is in Old Town. He is in this thing. So I was like, good, because it would have been a big problem for certain battles to occur that Daron is going to take the lead in, you know. So he has to be there. So I'm glad that they didn't stray that far from the books. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Now, so now let's see what Otto Hightower is up to. So my man is like, yeah. He went to one of the King's Guard that were twins, and Eric and Carrick. I can't remember their last name, but yeah, here's one of them. My man said, "Yeah, I need for you to get Aegon and bring his ass over to me." Well, what about the Queen? Nah, fuck all that. Bring him to me. So they run off. They doing their thing. Now Rainy's wakes up, finds out there's a lot of commotion, and now her door is locked.
Yes.
I said, "Are they that grimy?"
Yes. They have to be. Whenever, again, it's kind of like reflects a lot of history. Whenever the monarch dies, immediately that plan is in action. Anybody who they think is a threat, they're going to lock down. They're going to send soldiers to, like, you know, stand outside the door. No, you can't leave your quarters till we figure out what's going on and what's going to happen. So I wasn't surprised to see this happen, especially as it's probably part of Hightower's plan. Okay, that No.
Yeah.
Until we know what it is that she's planning on doing, whose
Mhm.
side is she going to be on, where do her loyalties lie, lock her ass down. She goes
Yeah.
nowhere.
Now she looks out the window and see all these people
Uh-huh.
in the middle of the night walking. She had a feeling something happened. And of course, they bring in all these people to just throw them in the goddamn dungeon
Yup.
because they want
All of them, because
nobody.
they don't know. We don't know who your loyalty is to.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just to Viserys and who
Yeah,
he said is his heir, or is it the queen? Till we
right.
sort you out, y'all stay in jail.
That's right. Now here comes King Simp, Sympathon. Your Grace. We need more
Hmm.
people to try to find Aegon. We don't know where he's at. I'll
Yeah.
take the watch, and look who's next to the queen. My boy. God.
Aemon.
Oh my God, my man is so goddamn. Lorena, please tell me this guy is looking like an evil genius. He
He
just,
is.
oh my God, the
He
way he just
is.
sits there. Look at the way he just. Oh wait, I gotta
He's
bring
just
this back.
like, do we really have to find him? I mean,
Do we
that's
really?
his whole
Yeah.
attitude
Look
when
at
you look.
his mannerism. He's almost looked like he's the power of the throne. He had this thing on, and he just did like this. I was like, God damn, can this man be any more badass that he is? And of course, she goes over to him and says, Kristen, listen, baby, you sworn to me. You got to do this for me. You hear me? You gotta come through for your girl. You sworn to me, my man up there, simptastic right there. Look at his
Damn.
face. Look at his face. His face is like, I'll do anything
Yeah.
for you, girl.
His simp gauge is going up.
You know,
All
hey,
right.
you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking, right? You know what I'm thinking. Same thing happened. Hey, Kristen, I need for you to come to my room. Oops. Oh, you want your helmet? Oops. Let me take this off. He said, oh shit, here we go again. And look who's popped into the building, the Lord
The
Commander,
Lord
Damajana.
Commander. Hello.
So
Brother.
I just can't get over how much this boy is ruined over like 20-year-old pudding. Like it's been 20 years, my G. Like,
Bruh.
move along. You already broke your oath, so you might as well just go out there and see one of the ladies at night, air your pipes out, and you be all right. Why you still sweating Renaya? Why?
Do you want to know
Why?
my theory?
What's that?
I think he's probably tapping that too.
He probably is.
Look at his face.
Look,
His
I mean,
face
think
is
about
like-
it. Think about it. Old boy Viserys, as much as we love Viserys, you know his junk fell off. Right? You
You're
know
not
she didn't want to
wrong.
be touched by him anyway. I mean, how much
That's
would you want to
true.
be touched by a dude with leprosy?
She was just closing her eyes and thinking of King's Landing.
Thinking about Cole. Kristen came to the rescue.
And you know, and look, I'm gonna be like this here. I know people have their feelings about Renera. Renera's my girl. And look, here's what I want to say.
Yes.
It ain't like she was out there just let any. It was only 3 people she been with. 3. That ain't nothing. If I met a girl with 3 dudes under her belt, that's nothing. That's nothing. You acting like she like. And it wasn't like it was her fault. Like she tried to do the right thing with her cousin. It's old boy. Good hang.
Aegon was up here running through flea bottom like it ain't nothing.
Those are all his kids. Those were his kids that were fighting, bro. That's
not
crazy.
all of them. No, not all of them. They showed one, but
yeah.
And the Kingsguard was like, yeah, it was one of many, but just his face, man, alone just tells the tale that there's probably was something going on between them two. But my man is simping like God, like for her, you know. And she was like, yeah, you got to do this for me, baby. All right, you know how I get down. Yeah, I'll take care of it, boo. I'll take care of it. Never fear.
Yeah.
Now look. This is how you know this man is going to be a terror. And I said this from day one. I said Aemon Targaryen is going to be the super the super how should we say the nuclear bomb for the Greens. The Greens would not even stand a chance, not even with Mr. Simp here. Look at my man get up. Look at him. My man, god damn, look at how powerful this dude look. He just got him like, Mom, I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of this. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be good. You know, everything. Now watch how he walks. I got this. Look how my man walking.
It's handled. Come on, Simp. Let's go.
Look at this. I swear, God damn. I was like, damn, should I switch over to the Greens?
Nah, I'm team black, baby. Always bet on black.
That's right.
I know, but Amon is a monster. This man is a monster. He's my
I
favorite.
Out of all of them, out of all of the Hightower side, I do like Amon. I do like it.
Same.
I'm telling you, Amon has that swag. Like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna get the job done. Don't worry about it. His walk alone just commands attention. I was like, okay.
And what he doesn't do, he have his dragon do for him.
Oh yeah,
because he got.
That's probably why he got a lot of pep in his step, because he got the best dragon.
He got the dragon.
So now they, they going over to the pleasure houses up in the Street of Silk, and he's telling them, yeah, well, Aegon, been smashing all these chicks in here. And he's like,
he brought him there.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He brought him there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, on his name day.
That's why she said, "Oh, you grown."
Yeah. That Kristen Cole. He's like, well. What did she said? Yeah. Oh, wow. You grown. Yeah, I know I grown. Now, here comes the moment of truth. Now, people that swore for Rhaenyra, here come Otto Hightower, going to tell them, well, we got a new king now. So now you got to bend the knee to somebody else. And my man was like, nah, man.
I didn't know if y'all talked about that yet, but I know this is probably the beginning of it, but real quick. How y'all going to sit there and say, oh, the king said such and such, right? First off, the man's brain is getting eaten away. You can't take the word of a crazy person and she's going to say, oh, well, she wanted Aegon to be the king. But did she listen to the rest of the part? He was talking about a prophecy. And he was saying that.
No, she got up and left after she heard Aegon name.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. She believed what she wanted to believe. But the problem is, it was just her and him in the room.
Exactly.
Everybody could have made that assumption.
Exactly. That's what's the problem. That's why all these people here say the same thing. Yep. That's why the dude who got his face smashed in by Cole, he said the same thing. Like, one word against the other. Oh, that's the queen. But so that she has way more to
one person.
The king. But remember, the king gave Rhaenyra the crown in front of everybody. She is saying she said it by himself. Come on, I don't care. I don't care if that's the queen. He's the king. He outranks her. So what the king say, period. I can't go by what she said, even though she's the queen. Because if y'all going to do that same nonsense, then, hey, well, Rhaenyra should be queen then. If you're going to say, oh, you can't listen to her because she's the woman, then Rhaenyra should be the queen, period.
But Otto Hightower wasn't having none of that.
He didn't want that.
Yeah. But he's playing the long game. He's doing this for his house. Now my man walked away. I'm gonna talk about my peoples about this. Nah, motherfucker. Nah. You going to say what you need to say. Now my man Baldy
right here.
Baldy like, ooh, this don't look too good. I better just keep my mouth shut. And he told him, yeah, you got to come over here, man. And my man said, I'm not an oath breaker, bitch. Oh yeah, you gonna be one today. You're going to be one today. You better recognize and realize. So, all right. So what you going to do? Old girl was like, nah, we swore oaths. My man's sitting up here like, yeah, I swore an oath. I don't like what shit's going down. Yeah? Oh, you really about that life? All right, girl. Let's go to the dungeons with you and your bald-headed friend. Oh, here we go. Man, oh, man.
I'm thinking, but did they kill them or they just kill him? Because that's what it looked like.
Well, they was being sent to the dungeons. Now he bent the knee. He was like,
"Oh yeah, that's right." So that would be considered
I'm a bend this knee. But my man had the long game. You see how he did the little squinty thing? My man had the long game going. He's like, "Yeah, I bend the knee. I'll bend the knee, just play the role. But when I get a chance to get up out of here, you
He's
know
stupid.
exactly
He should have
where I'm
waited.
going.
He should have
Mhm.
waited. I would have
Nah,
waited.
yeah.
I'd have been
Yeah.
like, yeah, I bent the knee, blah, blah, blah. Yo, Renera.
Mhm. Yep,
Yo.
exactly.
Yo.
Look at this dude.
Play that role because he know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He
He
know.
said that's the oldest fucking trick in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Other you gonna fake the funk, and then all of a sudden, now they, of course, the twins, you know, make their way to the house, and all the kids is up there fighting, and you know, fight night,
Kitty Fight Club. I said,
Kitty
what?
Fight Club. First rule of Kitty Fight Club: you don't talk about Kitty Fight Club. Let's do it. Now these two. Now this was something that's very interesting because they was talking about Aegon, but then now they started talking about. Listen, why? I think it was this one right here. He said, "I don't. This is wrong." He said, "This is wrong. We should not be pushing Aegon for the throne when Rhaenyra, it was all the lords came and just and bent the knee and swore fealty to the chosen heir. How did we go from the chosen heir all the way up until yesterday, and then the queen tells you that Aegon, Viserys said Aegon should be on the throne? Something's not right." Now this dude is like, listen, man, I'm not trying to, you know, create anything other than what my job description is. I'm a king's guard. The queen and the hand says that there's going to be a new king. That's all I'm worried about. And I'm not trying to push the buttons and get in trouble. And that was their whole thing. And they come around here and they see, you know, one of King Aegon's bastard children. Now he's up here like, wait a minute, is that? And it's like, yeah, look at the Targaryen hair. Yeah, Aegon's been pretty busy. He said, yeah, man, he got more than one.
Yep.
I said, God damn. Meanwhile, dynamic duo, they are taught, and this is the real telling thing, that Aegon pretty much like, listen, man, can I tell you something? He said, can I tell you something? If somebody comes to me, I've been reading books, I've been fighting, I've been not banging whores and doing all this. If somebody calls me to be the king, you best believe I want to be found. He told him, you gotta understand that this, and then this girl, oh my God, my man 50 grand. Now look how my man 50 grand over here. My man is on the horse. He was getting ready to go. And yep.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere, son. This is a state of siege over here. Otto Hightower. Well played.
He's
played.
stupid. I would have been like, bro, I'm just going out to get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm only going to the bodega.
Well, you ain't going
He's dumb, bro. Like, yo, why you getting on the horse? Like, I would have slipped out like everybody else slips out. Once you get to the shore, get on that boat, be rowing like, roll your ass off. You be rowing like, yo, Relax, help!
I swear to God, man, I could have wrote a book about this. Like, I ain't going nowhere. Shit, I was going over to the bodega, get a little drink, come back. What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem?
He dumb as hell. I'm like, yo, my neck is good where it's at. My neck needs to be right here. That's why I like my neck. Yeah, I just went to the store, bro. I don't know what what your boy's doing, bro. I'm trying to go to the store.
I would have walked all the way to
exactly. I would have
one of the nearest towns, and I would have said, "Yo, can you borrow me a horse here? Here's some coins and shit.
Yeah,
get on my horse,
like
and
how
I'm
you
gonna
ain't
ride
got
out."
no money, bro? Like you a lord. You got a couple stacks. You be like, yo, here's a couple coins. Let me get that horse. Yeah. And I'd be like, I'd have been out. I've been like them old cartoons. You see him slapping the horse ass. Like,
exactly.
Exactly. Move your ass, boy. Let's get out of here.
Now, Osha Fresh, 1994. He said that's probably Game on Pale Hair. Yeah. Okay. I can believe that. I mean, shoot, he was the only one that saw with the white, blonde thing of the Targaryen. So obviously he's a Targaryen.
Oh,
Daemon, what's the word? Bastards!
Is that little boy supposed to end up being somebody in the storyline?
I can't remember though. I can't remember. I can't remember. Miss Martin Muse is in the building.
Hey,
What's up,
Hey,
T?
sweetheart. So good to see you. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. So
Make sure I
now,
like that smash button. Like the smash button, y'all.
oh yeah, please do. And as we come to one of our favorite parts of the story, here goes the love connection. My man Loris comes into the Queen's chamber. Hey girl, what's going on? I got some good. No.
I
You
was
talking
going to
about
say
Otto.
early.
Yeah, a little bit early, but Otto, no. But Otto was like, yo, Loris, yo, you up here chilling with my daughter a little bit too much, man. Every time I see you in the chamber, what's going on, man? What's going on? And he turned around and looked at Otto. He's like, listen, I'm doing my job, and my job basically it's good for you. If you really want to know. Had Otto stuck on stupid for a half a second, but it is what it is. Now, this was the sad part right here. Just seeing Viserys being wrapped up, you know, the Silent Sisters doing their job, and they walking away. Gave me like flashbacks of John Aaron when he was on the slab, but they didn't wrap him up. They just put the little coin thingy or the stones around his eyes and whatnot in season 1 of Game of Thrones. And she places the crown on his chest. And I said, well, that's kind of, I mean, she did love him to a certain degree. She was with him all the time. And unfortunately, like I said, I think she's crying like this for 2 reasons. She misses Viserys, but she's scared half to death for what's to come.
And she should be.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, she doesn't want to kill her best friend. She doesn't want any parts of that.
I mean, they made up nice, at the dinner. So I think if she didn't sit on that bed and hear Viserys just, talking and heard Aegon's name, I think it would have been a totally different story, more or less.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
no, it would have been a different story because Otto would have been the one be like, no. Because she would have been, look, honestly, I'm thinking if she wouldn't have heard the name, she probably would have been Team Rhaenyra.
Right.
She probably would have been. She would have told Aemon, you got to back your sister, and that's it. And then Hightower would have been like, nah, we gotta back the oldest son, and then them two would have been a rift too. Which I think that still can happen.
But then the queen can literally say, put down the badge,
She could
until further notice. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, the choices that she made.
Yeah, I was going to say, because from a story writing perspective, the fact that when Alicent came in and Viserys, he is completely out of it when he starts talking, and you realize that he heard Rhaenyra when she was like, I need you to tell me if the prophecy is true.
Yeah.
And Alicent hears that and thinks that he's talking about Aegon. So that's a serious point of conflict, because when we're reading it, we know who he meant. But Alicent hears what she wants to hear. So that drives the conflict where she's like, okay, she's my friend, but, all my hope is in Aegon. And my daddy basically told me, if I don't put Aegon on the throne, my ass is dead. And I need to do this.
Otto Hightower putting that shit in the air.
Otto Hightower doing that. I don't think Rhaenyra would have done anything. I think what's going to happen is the fact that, like, I know this is a little spoiler, but if you saw the previews, I think them coming for her and the way they did this thing sneakily is what's pissing her off.
Well, no, of course, but that's the whole point. But I feel like in Alicent's thing, the rift that really just severed all the ties was when Aemon lost his eye. And then she said, I'm coming for it. Nobody don't forget shit like that. The only reason they kind of made up was because Viserys's King Lear master speech in terms of, you can't do this to me. I'm not going to be here for much longer. Can I at least have people that I absolutely love, the best in this world, at least get along in my presence? And they did.
Yeah.
You know,
And even with her father talking in her ear, basically saying that is part of it. But the thing is, that's her son. That's her son
yeah,
to put on the throne. And the reality of the situation is the realm itself, even though you had the people who agreed and said, okay, we're going to pledge our, oath to Rhaenyra, you still have people out there who, as far as they're concerned, Aegon is the true heir. So that's the conflict that you got.
And now we
going on.
got this discussion with Rainey's. I mean, Allison's trying to sell this shit hard to Rainey.
Whoo, yeah.
So hard, trying to butter her up, and we can't have. And then she said it in the same breath. We got to do this peacefully, because God knows if the dragons come back, she already knows what's gonna happen. But the fact that, bitch, you don't even tell Rhaenyra that her father is gone, number one, and you coming up to Rainey's to try to be the buffer between the two and act like, because Rainey's is sitting up here like, but you locked me in my room.
Mm-hmm.
You locked me in my room and you telling me all of this dumb shit? Like, come on. Like I'm supposed to. So what am I supposed to do? What? Just stay here until you feel like you want to have?
No. The problem is you want her to stay there until you feel it's time for them to cut her head off. That's basically what they're doing.
That's exactly it.
That's basically what they're doing, because if she doesn't look, this is in all intents and purposes, if she doesn't bend the knee right then and there, she's either getting thrown in a dungeon or head off.
Mm-hmm.
Because that, if by her not bending the knee is a vote for Rhaenyra. Simple. That's simple. So she either has to either bend the knee or you vote for Rhaenyra, which we can't have that. Which I look. That's why I'm glad she got out. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yep. Dark Shadow said it the best. He tried to play a Targaryen. Rhaenys put her right in her place in the end. Yeah, because she didn't bite. And then Allison, was like, okay, well, how long you think you're going? It was like, well, I hope you'll be all right, and maybe ring the bell when you come to a decision. And it was like, okay, yeah. So that's it. So I'm still stuck in the room.
Exactly.
That's some dumb shit right there, Allison. All you doing is just you making yourself now even more paranoid. Now here comes Mysaria telling the twins to bring our high tower down from the from the Red Keep to speak to her about Aegon and his whereabouts. But now Mysaria had to, do her due diligence to talk about the kids fighting in the thing, and it's wrong, and then the patriarchy, blah blah blah, and then the guys is like, all right, well, all of that. Where's Aegon? That was the whole thing. And of course, she's talking this thing about you only have power that the people allow you to have,
which is true. In every empire, if the people really don't want to have it, you ain't gonna have it. Yeah, that's simple as that.
But the problem is they don't have dragons. The Targaryens do.
No, I know that.
Right.
So I'm just saying, in any normal state of affairs, the people really have all the power. It's just what they allow these so-called people to have, so-called leaders to have.
Mm-hmm. Well, Otto Hightower is not a Targaryen, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could say that all you want, but once Dragonfire comes down there, that shit is dead.
Hey, listen, we all remember the best line, and that was that second episode when Damon came out there. He said, "Put away the effing steel. Put it away."
Mm-hmm.
Remember that first time? He said, Put it away.
Don't do it.
Nope. He said, nope.
Now look at Aegon. They finally find him. My man huddled up, and he's trying to tell him, "Look, boy, you gotta put your big boy pants on. Put your big boy pants on." He still you don't want to do it.
I don't want to be king.
Yeah, my man is sitting up here like, okay, well, we bringing you back down. Here come my boy. Here come Mr. Simp. Mr. Simptastic. Oh, look at him. Look at his face. He's happy. He's in his element, man.
Activated.
Yeah, he's in his element, just doing it for the queen, boo. And of course, Now, this sword fight was pretty decent for the choreography. Of course,
I thought
get 'em.
somebody was going to get clipped right here, but I'm glad they didn't really do
No,
that.
I'm just glad
this was
that
this is really just like a friendly fire when you think about it. That's what you think about right here.
Yeah, pretty
just
much. The guy,
messing with you.
yep. Like I said, the choreography was good, and of course, Aegon is just sitting up
Get
here
his
like,
ass up.
put your ass
need
up,
to
yeah.
get right.
He said, "I don't want to be king," and he's like, "Oh God, are we doing this right here? Come on!" Then he goes spit on him, and I'm like, "Come on, Aegon, what's wrong with you?"
So you see, he didn't help it. He didn't help his brother. You see that, right?
No, he didn't.
We all know why. He's Team Black.
But he did say something to Aegon, to Aemon. He was like, "Aemon, look, I don't want to rule. Okay, I'm not suited for this shit, and even I know it. I can admit it. But you my little brother, man, and you got the, you know how to fight. You on point. You defend the family. You built for this, man. I want you. Look, I could go across the now sea and never be seen again, man. And then mom will have to give you the crown, and everything will be good." And he's literally listening to him like, "Wow, man, you pouring your heart out over here." But at the end, it's time to go back to the keep, boy. And of course, they have their little powwow. It's like, well, look. Otto is really laying it down. Look, no matter what you trying to do, Allison, you basically is stuck in this shit with me. Because nobody's not going to fucking believe you like you wanted to do this the honorable way, because you're still doing what I said that has to be done. Aegon has to be on the throne.
That's kind of what Rainey was saying too. She's basically doing what the men want her to do, regardless, whether it's for her father, whether it's for Viserys, or even for her son. She said, if the real way to step out of it is to make Rhaenyra the queen, because then you'll be breaking the wheel. That's basically what you'd be doing.
But they both did. But see, Allison and I think this girl is delusional, really. Yeah. In certain ways she is. It's almost like you really thinking you taking the high road with this shit, because regardless of how Rhaenyra takes it, to her, this is treason.
Mm-hmm.
The lords have sat on all the lords throughout the Seven Kingdoms, the High Lords, the Lannisters, the Tullys, they already declared for Rhaenyra. No, we got some minor lords running around here that maybe bending the knee, but we don't have exactly. We got junior varsity. We ain't even talked about the varsity yet. So, and we having all of these problems, and you're not making it helpful for me.
That's the thing I'm trying to say.
Dead. Yeah,
that's the thing I'm trying to say. So when he made her the crown princess, he did that in front of basically the whole realm. Everybody knows that she is supposed to be the queen. Everybody saw that. Now you're coming and saying, "Oh, Aegon's the king."
Regardless whether Rhaenyra gets put to the sword or not, she's not going to look at you with the thing. Oh, well, my daddy said that Aegon is the prince that was promised. Oh, then that makes sense. Okay, we'll give it to him. He's not going to do all of that. Come on.
I think what she is I believe Allison is just too idealistic. Is what I think she is. I really do. I really do. Because she doesn't see the reality, like you were saying. Doesn't matter. As soon as Rhaenyra gets word, it's just like,
I can't wait for next week. Well, next week, Sunday.
Game is on.
I can't wait.
Oh my God.
What we got? We're gonna have to wait 2 years for season 2. Oh my God, it's such a.
All right, well here comes the prize of the night.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. Look at this. Look at
that. Hold on.
Look at that.
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that at first when she sat down. When she was like, and I'm like, wait a minute, is she showing leg?
That ankle. I said, what? What kind of messed up? All right, okay.
So my man puts it. Yeah, he put the little thing down and he said, you're looking good up here, my queen, but I got some news for you. You need to sit down for this. She had to look like, oh,
Beta man. You gotta pay the man.
You gotta pay the man. You want that? Yeah, look at her face.
Like, this is so disgusting. I hate you.
This was something that she was doing with him for a while.
Yeah,
so I
she
don't
has
feel
been.
I don't feel no sympathy.
She has been.
Because she was just like,
she did it exactly. Look how she did it. Look how
very,
she did it, like,
very mechanical. It's not seductive. It's just like, all right, I'll do the bare minimum to start out with. And let's see.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
all right,
wait a minute. I'm not a feet guy. Okay. I'm not a feet guy, but I'm just saying that was kind of hot.
First it was
look at Larry, man. Look at Larry. He's like
told a little bit more, so she revealed a little bit more, and then
look at his eyes. Yeah, look at them eyes go right to the feet, baby. Go ahead, Alice. Go ahead, get it over with.
There you go. See,
at first, I'm like, I didn't get it. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't understand. Why you take your shoes off? Then I'm like, wait a minute. Wait.
Look at that.
Then she did this. I'm like, hold up.
Look at the pretty ass.
Still got the stockings on. Wait. She still got the stockings on.
Oh, she still got the stockings on. Okay, so he's going. Yep, he's going through the whole thing about whatever, blah blah blah.
Notice he kept pausing.
Yeah,
and then every time he paused, then she revealed some more.
Yeah, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. You know what Daddy likes. Yeah.
At first I thought it was a tattoo on her ankle. Wait, why she got a tattoo on?
Look at his face.
No stockings that are like printed. So
yeah, I'm like,
go ahead, do it for Daddy, girl.
Here we go.
There we
go. Put them feet up there.
Nice.
I like the bare feet of the queen. Oh,
that's
shoot.
right.
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Look at the face, baby. Though. Look at the face.
She's like,
you know what you got to do for Daddy, right? You know what you got to do for Daddy. I mean, come on now.
I mean, listen, there are worse things to do. I mean, just taking off your socks is just not a big deal. I'm just saying.
Then she got, then he went to town, baby.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, God, please forgive me. No, Allison, no. You basically brought this on yourself.
You know, I think it's to the point where they got to the point where he would only reveal certain juicy, salacious information unless she did that.
Ding, ding. My man was licking his lips. He was like, toes, girl. Got a brother. From Harris.
I don't see the appeal of feet, but I'm just saying.
I don't either.
Just the situation was kind of hot. I just like the fact that she like. How she like? Yeah, I gotta bend, like she bends in the knee her own kind of way. She like, I gotta do this.
So, I gotta do this. I thought she was gonna drop the drawers, but nope, them feet was more than enough for Laris.
I think that's all he can handle.
He said that pinky toe girl. Daddy likes that. What's going on with you? Yeah. And you know they was doing that for a while. You know they were doing that.
That's what I was saying. They were doing that for a while. That was
7-pointed star, and the father will forgive you, and the mother will. Oh, nah, all that is dead.
He basically told her that she had to wipe out his webs. And that's what he did.
You got Larry sucking on your toes. Like that. You love this girl? I love it. I'll give you all the information you want.
I'm wondering how far they went with them feet. I'm just saying.
Shit. You know he was
I don't want to know.
At one point, you damn right.
Sucking
on his toes.
I mean, this is Game of Thrones. I'm just saying.
I know.
What did Littlefinger say? He said, we cater to all the inclinations. All types of inclinations. That's right. Littlefinger.
So this is the thing that gets me. So the one brother,
King's Landing.
The one brother is Team Green and the other one is Team Black. That's crazy. That kind of reminds me of the Hound and his brother in the mountain. That's what it seems like that's going to end up being.
That's motherfucker licking his lips. Yeah. You mother lovers need Jesus.
Look, I look. All I'm saying is, I'm more of the full body kind of guy, but I'm just saying I can see how that would have been cool for him. I'm just saying.
Vector 4000 said
Allison is kind of hot. I'm just saying.
And it's not like the women are just running after him, Yeah.
I
Have
mean,
you
damn.
walked a lot of places? It ain't my
I was always wondering how Laris was getting along. You know, did he had a girl? Did he, you know, he's in the street of silk? Where's he at? Now we know. So I think Allison is tag teaming between Laris and Cole.
So that's look, that's what I was gonna say. So look, she did all that stuff that she was saying about Renera, right? But look, I know she loved Viserys, but Viserys after a while, that's like you know, sleeping with a corpse. So she wasn't doing that. You know, at some point she had to stop. Like there was no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, as far as I would have went. Yeah, but like I said, maybe little Miss Allison isn't so squeaky clean.
Exactly.
After all.
Well, technically she's not. Remember, she's not. She put the hit on his father. Remember that. Because she said, I didn't want that. So yeah, you made the deal. You made the deal. You can't say you didn't want it when you made that deal. So she got the former hand killed. She got Renera's baby daddy killed because they both died at the same time. Yep. Then she just got the prostitute killed, the whisperer.
All right. Well, now we got one of the Kingsguard, one of the twins coming back there, and he's grabbing Rainey's and he's like, "We out of here. He can't stomach this dumb shit no more." So now they on the move. And
the thing I didn't get is why they didn't go the opposite way. They went right to the middle of the stuff.
He knows where to go. I mean, ain't nobody. Now look at this. This is the thing that broke my heart. They hung my man. They ain't even give him a trial or nothing. So they making power moves though. Then I think this is where they. I think Laris orchestrated the handmaiden that was supposed to be in league with Rhaenyra or something like that.
No, that was the whisperer. That was the girl who basically that was
but Laris told Rhaenyra that her handmaid was, you know, doing some shady stuff that is not for you. She's making her own power move. So I'm thinking Laris, this
is the one who knew that fire is supposed to be the girl who knew where Viserys was, because that's what he was telling. Yeah, because that's what Clubfoot was telling Allison. He's like, the reason why he had the upper hand is because he has his web of spies. Says you got to get rid of the queen bee to get rid of the whole nest. And she, and because they didn't show it, but you don't know. I mean, technically, being that they didn't show nobody, you know how it is.
Remember, well, it can't be Massaria.
Yes,
but then again, I can't remember her being deep into the Dance of the Dragons. I can't remember.
They do take some liberties with shows.
Well, I'm just saying, if any of the book readers is in this audience, let me know if Massaria actually went through the Dance of the Dragons. I can't remember, but she used to roll with Daemon Targaryen. You would have thought that she had more. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you know that Aegon is going to be the king, I would send a raven myself. I mean, even though we may not be together no more, but goddamn, her loyalty to him was strong at one point. So I don't get it. I felt like if she had to die here, oh well. I mean, she really didn't contribute much, into the show. So it's not like, I'm losing any sleep on it. But now he's trying to get her out of here, and everybody's running, everybody's making moves and stuff, and I'm thinking, well, what's the big deal? And now we finally come to the thing where they're basically going into into the did they show it? No, not yet.
It's the dragon pit.
The dragon pit, right. Okay, well here now they're having the heart. And Allison is straight up trying to tell Aegon that yes, your dad said that on his deathbed, he said he wants you to be the king. And
Aegon, man, I hate the fact that she's running with that, man. I just hate that because she's literally starting a war.
Lorena, every word that came out of Aegon's mouth, like it was almost like telling his mother, "Please stop lying, please."
Mm-hmm. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy.
She heard what she wanted to hear.
That's exactly it. And everybody knows that's the case with her. And she won't admit that.
She's literally starting a war to appease her dad, really. Because that's what this is for. That's what that really is for. Because
Really?
look, because he's the one who's pushing for this. Remember, he's supposed to be the hand of the king. What the king says, he is supposed to follow. The king said, in front of the whole realm, my daughter is supposed to be the queen. She's my firstborn. She might not be a male, but she's the firstborn.
And from the day one,
and
as soon as Viserys said that, Hightower was like, no,
yeah,
the realm
This
will
is all
not
him.
accept it.
This is all him.
But the realm accepted it when they bent the knee.
Yes,
So
they had
But-
to, because Viserys had to come out and basically say, this is who my heir is, and publicly declare that. And Hightower's just like, yeah, all right, you can go ahead and do that, but
So that's treason.
exactly.
Hightower is committing treason, and she's committing it by her own, like, hearing what she wants to hear.
Exactly.
That's literally, you're going against what the king said. Literally. In
He
front.
in it
That's
for
the
himself.
that's the thing that gets me more than anything else. It's like, okay, yeah, he said that, but again, you're gonna take somebody who's literally dying, his brain is rotting away. You're gonna take his word. I know he's the king, but he's literally, his brain is rotting away. He got leprosy, whatever he had is eating his body away.
Mhm.
You're gonna listen to what he said? I mean, all right, B, all right, cool. I wouldn't have said anything like that. Come on, man. Like, you gonna sit there, like, she's literally creating a war. She created this war.
But the thing is that the way Aegon, verbalized it, that my dad really never took a liking to me or what I was doing. I mean, obviously he heard, people talk about that I wasn't, suitable, for anything. I mean, and he said this pretty much all my life, so why am I supposed to believe everything you're saying right now that this was what he wanted? And he saw the dagger that she opened up, and it was like, okay, well, this is what he gave this to me to give to you, which is a lie. Which is a lie.
Total lie.
So she's trying to sell this thing to Aegon, and he's like, well, maybe it couldn't be true that my dad gave me the blade because that was supposed to go to Rhaenyra. So maybe, but then he was just
even then, like, you got to think, like, it's supposed to go to Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra's not here. Nobody's told, like did he even stop to think that anybody told your sister that your father died? Did he even think that? Like, does he not know that his, like, in order for, all right, like, this is me. Like, I know I'm trying to use rationale with this.
Yeah.
But let's just say, okay, he did say Aegon becomes the king. That would mean that your older sister, who is your senior, regardless if she's a woman or not, your older sister has to, how they call that, transfer the crown to you. She would have to, in order for that to be legitimate. She would have to. Same thing if he really, like, right now, he literally became a king. He could say, I really don't want this. I'm appointing my brother king. He could literally did that once they put the crown on him. He said, I don't want it. I'm giving it to Aemon, and then walk off. He could have did that. He could have. He really didn't want to.
Dude,
Same
he was
thing
telling Aemon that I'm leaving. I'm going over the Pintos or whatever, and take it. I don't want it. He said it all the way up until he got, like I said, his thinking was exactly that still, because he asked his mom, do you love me? And she said, you imbecile.
Yeah. So
that's what she said. That's not,
4,000.
you're not answering my question. Do you love me? You calling me an imbecile?
Well, remember, she said, you're no son of mine. Remember?
Exactly, when he was up there, when he struggled his maiden.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vexer 4000 says, but would there be a bigger war if Rhaenyra actually tries to take a throne? No, it wouldn't have been. The only people who would have had a problem with it would have been the Hightowers. And guess what? If the realm bent the knee to Rhaenyra, anybody who does opposite of that, which would have been the Hightowers, they would have been the ones at fault. So there wouldn't have been no war. And then it would have been up
treason.
to,
they would have just whacked them.
Exactly. And then it would have been up to Rhaenyra to say yay or nay. But again, I don't think Rhaenyra wanted to hurt her brother or her best friend, right? I don't think she would have wanted to do that. The only person that's really making this a problem is the Hightowers. Now, what they've done is they've quite literally forced the like you said, the the junior varsity lords to
Mm-hmm.
swear fealty to Aegon. So now they have created the tension. There wouldn't have been no tension because remember, again, he put that in front of the whole realm. Rhaenyra is your future queen. So there would have been no war.
Now,
been a war.
Let me
At least
let
the
me
way I
pose,
see it.
Yeah, let me pose the question to you guys. This is the final scene.
Yes.
Now, everybody and their mama is going to the dragon pit for the coronation.
Right.
I said in my head, I'm like, why are they going to the dragon pit? Why couldn't they just at the very least had it outside of the Red Keep, or how many people can fit just or whatever, or the sept, or where they would
you would think they would do it in the sept because that's more a religious place.
Yeah,
but I guess because they're Targaryens and dragon riders, maybe that's why they did it there. That's the only thing I could make.
Yeah, because most of the dragons, because this was my thinking, most of the dragons are not even there because Rhaenyra and Daemon's dragon, and but of course,
where was Viserys's coronation done? Just curious.
That's a good question.
Because whoever's read the book, what was the tradition for coronation? Was it done in the dragon pit, or was it
normally it would be done at the on the Iron Throne, near the Iron Throne.
That's what it should have been, you would think.
Yeah, because that's what we saw in Game of Thrones when Joffrey's ass became king. So that's interesting. Why would it be done?
So I'm thinking they did that. This is one of the only downsides to this particular episode. That I think this was a little contrived that they did it here, because this gives a good reason. Even though I liked it, it gives a good reason for this ending to happen.
Yeah,
basically, that's the only reason I see them doing it here.
Well, either way,
they still could have did it there, and then she could have came out there and did the same thing wherever.
Well, wait a minute. Well, we were not there yet.
No, I didn't say what she did. I'm just saying.
I'm just looking at the fact that this is pretty much a spectacle. But
yes, it is.
Rhaenys is there, so she's in the middle of the crowd. But this is definitely they went to do this to have the most amount of people, the small folk, to be known that Aegon is the king.
Yeah, that would be the thing too. Now, I will say this now that you made me think about it. You can't fit that many people inside the throne room. So this is why they did that here. Because the dragon pit is big.
Yeah, which makes sense, because usually for a coronation or something like that, which we've seen, it's not the common folk that get invited. It's now that
you say that, Abu, that's a good point. They did this here as a spectacle to show all the people inside the city that Viserys is the king.
Yeah. And they wanted it to be shown in a way in which they have the pageantry. Aegon is, walking. And even then, he is still like, his heart is not in this. He's literally going through the goddamn motions because of his mother.
Nah,
that's all that, like, why am I doing this? And he even said that I don't want that. He told his mother in the carriage, I don't want this. And you stealing this thing from my sister? Obviously, Dad already told the entire realm that this thing belongs to her. So why am I here? I was like, damn, Aegon is really spitting some hard truths there. But like I said, he's going through the motions. He's just trying to please everybody in his circle.
He was doing the Jon Snow. I don't want it. She's my queen. I don't want it.
Never wanted it.
I don't want it until he gets it. Then he's like, yeah, I want it. Yeah.
So it wasn't even so much that they anointed him, blah, blah, blah. Rhaenys finally gets a little bit of light because everybody is focusing on him. Now she like
where's she going at?
I think I can, I'm going to make my hasty exit.
Go down here. I'm out.
I'm out of here. So now here comes the crown of Aegon the Conqueror on this little rapey, little whack-a-mole of a son.
Stoner.
Whack-a-mole.
Who don't have no skills in terms of the sword. You
He
know,
got no skills. He has no
No-
linguistics. Like
he's a stoner.
Amon was doing the studies. Like even Rhaenyra's kids, they're all doing their studies. They're learning High
Mhm.
Valerian.
Uh-huh.
They do all the stuff. This kid, he's basically like, "Where's the coke? I
Where's
need a
the
hooker and
coke?
some
That's
coke."
it.
Where's the girl? Where's
Hookers
the
and
where's the
blow.
liquor? Yep. That was it. That was his life, and he wanted that. You know, Amon is like, that should have been me.
Just yeah, like that's my crown you wearing. You know
that's
that,
my
right?
crown you're wearing. I'm the one that's built for this. I'm sitting up here like,
So, I mean, I have not read the books, but I'm just seeing that could be a little contention there. That's between the brothers.
Oh,
I don't know.
definitely.
nah,
I don't
nah. In the
Definitely.
books, they didn't go
Ah,
into
don't tell me,
detail.
Abu.
No, if I'm going by looking, the fact that just the way that Amon is looking, it's like I have the dragon, the biggest dragon, and I'm playing second fiddle to my stoner ass brother. You got to
And even Aegon can admit to that. Yeah, I'm just a stoner, bro. you put a crown on my head and look at Otto Hightower. He's like, yeah, I'm proud of you, son. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good job. Well, what about everybody else? Yeah, even though, and now he turns around and this is where I think it finally clicked for him that, you know, everything that he wanted from his dad, he wanted to be validated. He wanted to be something special to his dad. And he always tried to be that, but he always went about it the wrong damn way. But that's what he truly wanted. And nobody really, like, you know, paid him no mind. He's a stoner dude that, you know, you're always acting up. And just the fact that when he turns around and sees the people clapping, cheering, thousands, it almost looked like thousands of people is looking at him like, wait a minute, they're cheering for me?
So now he's like, I don't want it. Now I want it.
Now it's like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Now everybody's like, yeah. Now look at him. He's got the
like
smile. He got the, he pumped this in it. People like, hey, Gun.
Right.
Hey, Gun.
I'm the man.
And that's right. Now he feels like maybe this is for me. Maybe I can get into
he
it.
He said
now.
half those people with drug hookups. That's funny.
James Collins said, motherfucker had 200 illegitimate kids, but raised unfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all on fire in the chat.
Amon will still find a way to consolidate his power, even if he's not the king. Yeah, buddy.
You know what, to me? So it looks like it's almost mirroring, but in a negative effect, a negative way, is because you have Amon is pretty much like how Daemon was to Viserys. Yeah, Daemon was more the hard ass, and Viserys is more of the, you know. So I can see Aegon being more of a pacifist because he's a stoner, bro. He's only going, everything he's doing from this point on is going to be his grandfather. I'm telling you right now, his grandfather's like, oh, you got to go after Rhaenyra. You're going to have to do that because you see, I mean, I don't know if you're going to show the previews for the next, but that next preview, this boy, I mean, this guy thinks he thinks he's untouchable now that his son on the throne.
Look at him. Now he's looking like I can't be beat. Yeah. I'm looking good. Look at my mommy smiling. Look at this.
Top of the world.
I'm on top of the world with my baby. He's the king. Everybody's screaming, yay! All right.
Oh, damn. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm like Ray. You didn't have to do that to everybody.
Oh my God. I thought somebody threw a bomb.
I did too.
Yeah, it's called a dragon bomb.
All of a sudden,
you see the
Mayleys. Oh my goodness! People running for their goddamn lives. Look, they crashing. They trying to fight to get the hell out of Dodge.
I don't want to get put on fire out the way.
Like, get the fuck out of the way. Look at this. Look at this. Look at my girl, the queen that never was. Look at my girl coming out from the shadows. Look at Helena. Helena's like, I like this. My man Aegon is like, yo.
Wait a minute! Did they betroth her to him or the brother?
No, the brother.
No, the brother.
Oh, she's betrayed to her oldest brother.
Helena is Aegon's wife. So
Yeah.
sister wife.
But that's his sister wife.
Yeah.
So Maylise is the
look
beast
at
under the boards.
Yes, she was the beast under the boards.
look at Rainey's like, you know, y'all and everybody trying to get the hell out.
She had one
They
mother
breaking
effing
their
job,
goddamn
forget the
necks trying to
books.
get the hell out. And Maylee's walking right up there. So you usurpers,
I
usurpers.
could fry you right now.
She could have.
And look at Allison. Allison,
And you know
knows
it's crazy. She
fucked
could have
up.
ended that war right there. Like she could have, but she
How?
knew that wouldn't have been. What's that?
No, well, in terms of Rainey's having the
Raina,
upper
she
hand,
could have
yeah.
ended the war right there. All she had
Yeah.
to do was say Dracarys. Right there, it's over.
Well,
Look at Hightower. Look at Otto.
she could
Otto's like,
have,
oh, shit.
but remember, at that point, Aegon is now the king.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
Yeah,
But
so
he's,
she did the
he's
second
technically
best thing.
illegitimate. He's
Technically,
illegitimate,
yes.
But Rainey's just had her face like dead on Allison. Dead on Allison. Like, bitch, you really went and did it, huh? Huh? Hightower, look at him. Oh shit.
I'm gonna put the fear of God in you right now.
Helena is just like, she's pretty much in awe of all of this.
Yeah, like,
Aemon
ooh,
is keeping it
dragon.
cool. And oh, look at this, boy. Look at
Maylise.
this. Ooh.
I love this.
Got his eye on Aegon, and of course, she was getting ready to say it. She was getting ready to say it. I swear to God, she was getting ready to say it. Look at Allison.
Look,
she was like, "Yeah,
she knew it was like, it's over.
I'm toast.
It's over.
I'm toast. It's over.
Y'all gonna get
that's
I'm
the
fried.
coming,
problem.
Elizabeth. It's the big
Yeah,
one.
I know.
You're fried,
Yes,
and that's
yep.
what she went and did that. Yeah.
Mhm. Just to let you know, I could have burnt every last one of you fuck muppets alive. I could
But
have.
that would have been the end of the book.
Yeah, that would have been the end. Yeah, exactly. She looked at.
She
looked
like
at
she
her
gave
face.
you like she basically saying, look, you want me to ring the bell when I'm ready? Here, I'm giving you a bell to
Yeah.
ring.
Here you go.
I'm not ready. That's what she
How
said.
you like
I'm
that?
out.
Yeah, how you
I'm
like
not-
me now? Now, Allison looking at her, looking dead at her. Rainey's like, you know, you fucked up, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
you
outta
fucked
here.
up. I'm out.
I'm out of
Mhm.
here.
Yep. Everybody just watch. And she and look at her face. Now look at the realization on her face, seeing Rainey's fly out on Maylee's. What is the first thing that you guys know that is in her head as
She's going to get
Oh,
Rhaenyra.
she gonna tell Rhaenyra.
That's what's going to happen.
She's heading, she's heading
Telling
straight
Rhaenyra.
the Dragonstone.
Yep.
Everything that they was doing to prevent Rhaenyra to know what was going on has just flown away.
Yep.
And Alicent knows it.
And wait till she find out.
The end.
So now that we finished that part, I'm just saying, Hightower got some balls on him because this fool gonna go right back to Dragonstone with his swords. I'm like, are you stupid? Not only does you got Daemon, you got his two stepsons who both have dragons, and his daughters who both have dragons. And you gonna walk up in there with what?
They got
Wait,
more.
his daughters don't have dragons. They
Yes,
don't.
they do. Because remember, they got eggs now. They do got eggs. Remember, they got
No,
3 eggs.
the
Did they
one-
hatch
one,
though? But
Oh, we don't know
remember,
that.
One of them-
Vagar was supposed to go to
It was supposed to go
Layla.
to Lena.
Lena,
Mhm.
but Aemon fixed that. He fixed
Yeah,
that.
he
Now
did.
that is his dragon.
So
So technically, the High Towers have one dragon, even
They got
though it
one
is
dragon,
the
one big
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they only had 3 dragons between them. Pretty much Aegon, Sunfire, Aemon on Vagar, and who else? Because they
Does his wife have one?
Well, Helena had a dragon too, but she wasn't in the fight like that.
Yeah.
So it was just, and yeah, it was just
How
them.
many dragons? All right, so without getting too spoilery, it's supposed to be like what 10 dragons in this fight. But then they say dragons
Quite a
just
bit.
roll.
No, it's
like,
pretty much
like
17. because others with Targaryen blood is gonna jump in on
Yeah,
that thing
because
too.
you got the Valerians too. And by the way,
Well,
so here's the thing. Well, I don't know about this, but I do know. I mean, her husband is still alive, even though everybody think he's dead. So once they find out he going after his stepkids, even though they're not really
yeah,
his.
but he's not a dragon rider.
Was it? He wasn't.
Corlys was never a
Corlys
dragon.
wasn't a dragon rider.
Not Corlys' son. Wasn't
No,
his son a dragon
Laenor?
rider?
Laenor, because
Laenor's
where's
gone.
Sea Smoke? Where's Sea
Laenor's not
Smoke?
in the Dance of the Dragon. He's living his best life right now.
So where's Sea Smoke? Is he just
That's what I'm
like
saying.
chilling
Sea
and a
Smoke-
free agent?
That's what I'm saying. So there's another
Well,
dragon. So whatever.
in the books, he died.
Oh,
He died.
that sucks.
So,
Oh, come on,
So
Abba,
he
you
wasn't
giving me
in-
too much. Stop spoiling. You don't have to say that much.
bro, go and read the books.
I want
Everybody
to read
read
the books. I want to read the
I'm reading the books. I just download the audiobook.
shit. It's really not so much of a spoiler. Shit, go on Game of Thrones. You're gonna know everything from beginning to end. They already spoiled this
Well,
thing
the-
like
the only
6-7 years ago.
No, but
But
I'm saying that's
nobody
what,
knew at that time they was going to make an adaptation.
yeah,
of
but
the
that's what I'm
Dance of the
saying.
Dragons
In Game of Thrones, she was saying dragons used to fly all over this place into the war. Basically, I remember her saying that.
Bro.
So I was asking how many dragons there were.
Shireen already spoiled it in season 6. Joffrey already spoiled it in season 3. But at that time, nobody, like I said, these were just relegated to the books. Nobody had an inkling that somebody was actually going to say, you know what, let us make Dance of the Dragons come alive. And you can still have certain surprises. They may have to omit X, Y, and Z. The thing with Laenor. Book readers knew he died, from the same guy that he ran off with. The books painted a different picture between them two. But we were thinking it was going to go like that. They flipped the script. Either way, the end result was Laenor was taken off the board. He just happened to live his best life, and that's a good thing,
Yeah. Well,
Viserys
I just was thinking like maybe like because I mean, like you said, they could tweak things, so you never know. They could just for some spice have him like, oh, I found out my family in danger. He comes back. You know what I'm saying?
Dialogue is always welcome in things like this. Dance of the Dragons, it was a popular story arc for the Targaryen history. But everybody of the book readers, including myself and many of you guys in the audience, y'all read it as a companion piece to what happened, but they never went into details like scenes and this, that, or whatever, like the show was doing. George R. R. Martin did make it so that it was a complete story. You knew exactly who was the players, who was doing what battles are being fought, what this. All of these things is put there in great detail in Fire and Blood. Now, George R. R. Martin said you got to at least do 4 or 5 seasons to do justice to the entire story, and I agree because pretty much
do 5 seasons of this.
Yeah, you got there. It's a war.
It's enough. It's enough for do 5 seasons.
Yes, it is a war. This thing you have to be. You have to go through the people that supporting Rhaenyra, the people that supporting Aegon, the people that don't like either one of them is conspiring. You got other people with other issues that they're doing certain things to further their own end for their houses. So you got a whole bunch of stuff, and they will introduce these people, I guess, to the extent of who has the bigger meat in the story. And
Dark Shadow 308 says showrunners confirmed 4 seasons.
Oh, they confirmed 4. Okay, so
5 seasons for that one book. They're gonna be going fast.
Well, either way,
I think. Look, I can deal with 4. I'll take 20 if they do good like this season. Come on now.
I would want them to take it as far as they can go, but yeah, you can't go beyond past the story.
Yeah,
and of course, in the aftermath, certain things is going to happen, and of course, other people are going to be involved. But to complete the story, you got to have a winner and a loser. And in Game of Thrones realm, you don't have so many winners and losers. Right.
But we do know
you have fucked up endings, but the endings has to be the way that it is. And so
we do know that Rhaenyra is Dany's great grandmother, right? Something like that. So
yeah,
she's
super great,
yeah.
great grandma.
Well, so why would be that?
No,
many?
it
Shouldn't
is
be
that
that
long.
many.
No, it is that.
It's that many, but it's only 200 years. That's not that far apart.
Not that far, but it is that long. Great. Yeah,
How you get great? That's
it's a lot of greats, but
a lot of greats.
Yeah, but it's really no secret. Obviously, Aegon and the rest of them, everybody has an arc. But at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, you'll see what happens, and then
Well, I don't want to hear what happens.
Right,
don't do a fatal
from
J.
there, the line progresses. The line progresses to get to the prince that was promised, which is Jon Snow. So
actually, Aegon Targaryen. That's his real name.
Right, that's his real name.
Yes,
that's what
Aegon
Viserys
Targaryen.
was sitting up here whispering because Viserys has the powers of foresight, just like Daenerys the Dreamer, who foresaw the doom of Valeria. Aegon Targaryen had his foreshadowed dream about the White Walkers, and then he said, "We gotta bring Westeros together to fight the evil that's coming abroad." It wouldn't happen for another, 175 years later or what have you. But either way, that was the plan. So why would they keep going on this without, you know what I'm saying, backtracking?
I just
retconning.
I know it's be stupid. I know it's a little stupid me wishing this, but I do hope. I mean, being that they keep bringing up the Prince's Promise, I hope they just show, I guess, like some of the workings, the building of the Night King's army, so you can see that the threat is coming.
That will probably.
No, I'm saying like you see, like in some of the last seasons, like you see the threat building, because it would take, how long would it take for him to build an army that size? Would it take 100 years, 200 years? Because he had a ridiculous army. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the thing was that was their intention to put that there in the series. So that told me you're not putting this there and making that a forefront for a reason. And that's why Kit Harington's Jon Snow series is going into production soon. So
they're gonna retcon some stuff.
They're gonna definitely retcon.
They had to, like, listen. As much as I like Arya, it was stupid for the. First off, you resurrected him.
Like I said,
you call him the prince that was promised. He was. You find out he's a Targaryen, right? You find out all this stuff, and for him to do what? Dodge,
right?
Yeah, that's what I didn't like either.
The fact that you had to die and we waited a whole goddamn year to try to find out what happened because people was quitting Game of Thrones to see the hero that they love die in the snow, and then when he came back to life, now you got the fantasy element going in hardcore. He's alive. He was brought back for a reason, and the reason was to kill the Night King, the prince that was promised. So all of this stuff is already aligned. But my theory, and I said this with Lorena last week, that I know how they're going to retcon it, and it's so simple because Bran has the mark of the Night King on him. If they could find a way to have Bran slowly become the Night King, it will definitely light a fire because he's already in King's Landing.
Or there's another thing you could do too. If they don't want to do that, what happens to all of the babies that he was changing? Because remember, those babies aren't undead; they are living. So they are just their new life. Remember the Lord that was out there in the wildlings, he was having all the babies and giving them to the walkers. So what are they doing with all them babies? Them babies are not dead.
The babies, they had to grow up.
Exactly.
I don't know how they do
that's
it because that was something that was open-ended.
I know. That's what you can say. You can have, because remember, Jon Snow is going back to the wild area. That's where he went. Yeah. So he could go back there and find out, wait a minute, this shit ain't over. Yeah. You could be like, this ain't, it's more from here.
You know what? You know that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But as I said, that was my theory. It's somewhere along the line, something's gonna click. So I'm enjoying this show. And before we get up out of here, because I know we kind of like went past the mark, but final thoughts, Lord Commander, give me your final thoughts on this episode.
I can't wait to Sunday, and I'm kind of sad it's almost over. I'm sad it's almost over. I really am, because I was enjoying this. And to be fair, like, between Cobra Kai and those definitely give me a little faith that we can still get good shows out there. Even though I will say, I think the binge model, that's the one thing that hurts Cobra Kai, because this doing it every week, it's like drugs. It's like drugs. Cause you're like, I can't wait till the next one. I can't wait. So I mean, like I said, Allison, this what I believe. Like, by the way this show is going, this is Allison's fault. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
I like Allison, but this is her fault.
Okay, gotcha. Lorena, final thoughts before we get out of here.
I can't wait for the finale. I mean, it's been a joy to watch this like every week. Again, kind of like what Jumanji and I were saying, with Cobra Kai, they dump all of it. So it's like you have to consume all of it and then it's gone. But with this one, it's like I got to find out what happens every week. I'm waiting every single week. I'm loving the memes that come out.
Oh, the memes are the greatest.
It's just like it's been the longest time since there's been a show that I've looked forward to seeing. So I cannot wait to see how they gonna mess with us for the season finale.
The one thing one more thing too. The one thing I will say that's been the one thing that's I bet you the season finale, somebody important got to die, because that's one thing we really haven't had. We really haven't had an important person die yet, and I hope it ain't who I think it is though. But I think somebody's gonna die.
All right, we'll keep that.
It's got to be Game of Thrones fashion. We haven't killed any one of the main stars yet.
That's
we really haven't.
That's true. That's true.
Somebody
gotta have a Sean Bean moment, right?
Oh no! Don't even go there. Don't even go there, Lorena.
Hey, nobody is safe. You know that.
Nobody's not. Yeah, even in House of the Dragon, nobody.
It's
is
gotta
safe.
hurt.
So everybody, thank you so much for coming out here, hanging out with how should we say, half of the Dark Council. They're talking about the fire episode of House of the Dragon. We are so grateful to each and every one of y'all in the chat, and thank you for hopefully, like I said, tell your friends, let them come over here, let us entertain you on how good this show really is. And next week for the finale, we are going back to this lady's house right here. And you know we are going to bring the full force of Westeros.
It's going to be a conversation to have.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness.
Are we going to have a Deadpool? Are we doing a Deadpool? We
should. Just for fun.
I'm down.
Should. I'm down with that.
Yeah. So
somebody got to die, like Biggie Small say. Somebody got to die. If I go, you got to go.
And with that being said, everybody have a wonderful evening. God bless. Be good to yourself and be good to others.
Night, everybody.